So, hello, welcome to Norway. We are in the Lyngen Alps. Behind me is the North Pole. We're about 300 miles into the Arctic Circle. We're on a ferry. We are going snowmobiling. So we're going to see how different this is to a motorbike. This piece of water is called Ulsfjorden, and it opens onto the Barents Sea. So we've got off the ferry and we're just walking to pick up the snowmobiles. I've got my friend Meg with me, there she is, and she will be riding pillion with me today. And we're ready to go on the snowmobiles. This isn't our group, this is another group that are coming through just before us. I think this is some kind of snowmobile school or something like that. But it's giving us a really good impression of what it's going to be like. We're on the snowmobile. We're ready to go.
One of you will join me on the scooter, and one of you.
What's that?
Okay.
That's the brake. That's the accelerator. Right, so it's very similar to a motorbike. Accelerator is here, but it's a little flip.
Okay, start your engines.
Okay, start the engine.
That's alright.
We do one thing, so, and then there we go. We've been given basic training on how the snowmobiles work. These are ski-doos. I think they're about 600cc. So as I just said, very similar to a motorbike. Accelerator is on the right. It's a little thumb press. And you've got a brake on the left. You've got little holes for your feet. This has got a pillion seat. Not all of them do. We're off. Now, it's bizarre. It's quite bumpy. It feels a bit like a boat. It's like sitting on a Harley Davidson, right? And it's like sitting on some huge motorbike, but you have none of the feel of a motorbike. It rides completely differently. The instructors did say you lean into the corners, which of course I'm used to. It's all about balance here. The snow we're on is compacted. We're going on a well-trodden or well-ridden path, should I say. We've been told to keep about 4 to 8 meters from the person in front, which I believe I'm doing here. All in all, it's quite good fun. This is quite good fun. And the scenery is absolutely amazing. So although it's quite bumpy as well, although we've been told to lean into the corners, here's the first corner now, we've also been told that you need to counter lean. And the reason you need to counter lean sometimes is if the snowmobile is tipping. So basically, if it starts tipping to the left, i.e. one of your skis is sinking into the snow more than the other, then you lean to the right. On a standard corner, you lean with the snowmobile as you would with a motorbike. The first few corners I've done just by leaning now. However, when you turn the handlebars, it is a lot less free than a motorbike. Obviously you've got the resistance of the snow and you're on skis here. We're not going particularly fast. Obviously this is a first try. We've literally just left the base camp. We're heading into the mountains. So we're doing about 40 kilometers per hour, which is not very fast. I don't know if we're going to speed up later when it opens out. This is lovely, this bit. So we're going uphill now through this densely wooded area. It hasn't snowed for a few days. It's been particularly cold. This amuses some people. It's been too cold to snow. It's been about -15. So there's no fresh snow. As you'll see, there's no snow on the trees. Hence this is quite compacted. So it's a hard snow surface that we're riding on here. But we're going uphill quite a way, and the views are absolutely spectacular. We've got the mountains coming out in front of us. It's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, so it's already getting quite dark. We're just stopping here to check everything's all right. At least that's what I think we're doing. I think he's going to come down and just make sure. This is the guide, this is another mic.
Love it, yeah.
It's not gonna be all the way like that.
It's not going to be all the way like that. Yeah, okay. Yeah, one bit was particularly bouncy, wasn't it? Yeah. Yeah. No, it wasn't the ice, it was just the way of the path. Yeah. Yeah, that's what you get, because we went down like that and then up. Yeah. Yeah, because you can see the back of my helmet.
I can see, you know.
Yeah. See, I've got the heated grips, so they were actually too warm. I turned the heated grips down, so yeah. I'm ready for some soup, yeah.
So Mike, the guide there, he's just saying all of the route is not going to be that sort of terrain, which I think is a little bit reassuring for some of the riders here. And we're off again. So that's a nice little initial stop. So if anyone didn't like it, or if anyone was unsure, you get that opportunity after literally a few minutes just to make sure you know how to handle the bike, you're happy with it, and you're happy riding. And I'm pleased to say that everybody in this group is. I think there's about 14 of us, something like that. So we did actually, I didn't film it, but we did actually get a lift from the ferry. Now we walked from the ferry to a little hut. We then got a lift in 2 minibuses, 7 in each, yeah. And we got a lift up to the place where the snowmobiles are. And yeah, everyone likes it. Now, just a note here, there's lots of companies do this. I can't remember the name of this company, but I'll probably put it in the description. You do need a driving license, and it needs to be a car license. This is for Norway, other countries may be different. And the guides did put, so the 2 of us are, I actually thought I was going to be at the front, because I thought the yellow skidoo in front was the instructors. It's not. So the guides did say, if you're used to riding a motorbike or any sort of motorsport, please go to the front. So that's why we're at the front, which is nice, because it means we're not going to get slowed down. So far, this is, I mean, look at the moon, isn't that beautiful? We're going to lose the light. Hopefully we might see the northern lights, never know. It opens up now onto this plain. This is amazing. So I think we have speeded up. I did actually, just a few of kilometers back, we took a corner quite tight, and one of our skis went onto the virgin snow at the side. That caused the bike to lean too far, and both Meg and I did the right thing, and we counter leaned the other way, which got us, it made us more level. So stick to the track, don't try and go, I mean, I'm sure you can go off piste, and I would love to go off piste, but on that particular corner, 1 ski on hard compacted snow and 1 ski on soft virgin snow, we did lean a bit too much, so we had to then counter lean to balance it the other way. This is quite spectacular. No northern lights yet. We live in hope. Apparently last week the northern lights were quite spectacular. It is now, however, apparently too light. So it's too late in the year, even though it's already January, to get spectacular northern lights. But we were speaking to an Irish couple on the bus to the ferry earlier today, and they saw them yesterday. But this would be a spectacular time and a spectacular place to see the Northern Lights. And what we're going to do is there's a stop on this journey soon, and there's going to be things for us to look at and do and take pictures. And then after that, we're going to be taken to a little hut somewhere else in the mountains where there's going to be a fire and some hot drinks provided. After that, we then go back to base camp and we get provided with a meal. So all in all, it's a full day out. It was about 2 hours riding, I believe. So we're going out into the Alps. So we've just stopped and there are some huskies tied up in little pens. Hello. Very nice. And hello to you as well. Oh. You got to be on my video, look. Oh. Hello. That's sweet. They've even got some baby ones, look. Hello. Hello. How old do you think they are?
That one's a few weeks, I would have.
Yeah? Oh. That's sweet. So here's a tip, right? If you bring chocolate, don't put it in the outer pocket because it will freeze. Right. Meg is going to make a snow angel.
She's going to try.
Come on. Come on. That's perfect.
Good?
Love it. Yeah.
I can't get up.
Tough. Stay there, my hands are cold. Once you get off the main snowmobiling track, it's really, really deep.
Which is why
Yeah.
when you're going off the track.
I know, I got told off for going off the track. Yeah. Never mind. Meg, how is it?
Bloody freezing is awesome.
It's
The
amazing.
views
Isn't it?
are astonishing, but unfortunately the sky is now covered in clouds, so Northern Lights are probably not.
Yeah, we've still not seen the Northern Lights, but we live in them. Right, we're getting back on. Hey?
How long have we been out?
No
Half an
idea.
hour? I reckon
Yeah.
we've been half an hour, so we're on the way back now.
So we're on the way back. Okay.
This has been more fun than doing bloody standy-uppy two-wheelie things. I can't remember what they're called. What are they called? Segway.
Yeah.
And centre car.
Wonderful. You can start your engines.
Right. So let's start. So kill switch off. One little thing like that to start the ignition.
The red thing up.
I've done the red thing.
Okay.
That was the kill switch, and then you just start it like a motorbike. There we go. Heated to the feet things. And then accelerator here, brake there. There is no clutch. It's getting quite dark there, though,
Does
isn't
it
it?
feel like a sort of a motorbike?
No. The controls feel like a motorbike.
No, I meant like a motorbike rally with all the people inside.
Oh yeah, it's got the same camaraderie
Yeah.
as a group motorcycle ride, absolutely, yeah. The next stage then of this ride is, although we're on the way home, we still haven't been to the little hut for the hot drinks and the fire, so that is where we're going now. And yeah, absolutely, as Meg was just saying there, it really, really does feel like a motorcycle group ride. One thing to note though, you do not stagger. And also, there's very little need for the brake, so there's probably very little chance of you going into the snowmobile in front. Although I'm sure it happens, we've had no incidents on this ride so far, which is good. So we're heading back a slightly different way because we're going to go to this hut where there's going to be fire and hot chocolates, and then after that we'll be heading back to base camp. We are really losing the light now. Incidentally, this time of year, so it's what, January, going towards the end of January, the sun is rising at about 10:45 and setting at about 1:30. So this is the approach to the little hut where we're going to have the fire and we're going to be having the hot chocolates. This is the others just arriving. We appear to have been advertently split into two groups. The front of us are going a bit faster and this group are going a little bit slower. But it's time to go in and light the fire. Right, we've stopped now. We're going to go inside this little hut for some warm food. Yeah.
Scenery. Scenery is my favorite part, I think.
It's gonna get
No, there's nothing in there.
I'll have this because I'm taking a picture.
And we're on the way back to base camp. Really losing the light now. Still no northern lights, but it's getting rapidly dark. Incidentally, you'll notice it's very blue. So apparently the locals call these winter months the blue days, and the sun made its first appearance over the mountains. I think it was yesterday in Tromso, which is where we're staying. So that's quite an exciting day. If you live up this far north and you have several months of the year where there is no sun whatsoever, and it made its first appearance yesterday. So it was nice to be here for that. And I mean, although you do get daylight, you don't physically see the actual sun yet. Now, if this storm would clear and the clouds would go, we'd probably see the northern lights. But unfortunately, it's way too cloudy, and there's a bit of a storm coming in, unfortunately. But it's not far back. We're actually going back a little bit faster. We're riding a lot faster than what we rode out at. Here we are, going over the bumps again. It's quite good fun, this. You can actually stand up if you were wanting to reduce the strain on your back. Right, so our group got back first, and the other group, who are going a lot slower, just like motorbike riders, the other group are just arriving now, which is nice because it means I can film them coming back to the base camp. Here they come now. I don't know why they're so far behind, but it gives you a good impression of what it's like. I think the fastest we went was about 45 kilometers per hour, which is not that fast. Here they come. Did you enjoy it? Yeah, good. So that was pretty amazing. Similar to a motorbike, but also similar to a boat. I wish we could have gone longer. Really wish we could have gone longer. Thanks for watching.